Welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Confidant. I am your host, Mike Raysor, the Real Estate Confidant himself. And today I want to discuss your relationships with your team, the relationships with your mortgage broker, the relationships with your realtors, the relationships with your attorneys, etc., and how that may be a pitfall for you in the beginning, starting out as a newbie real estate professional. First of all, let's start by saying that you have to find your team, okay? And you have to have multiples. I mean, 2 to 3 attorneys, 2 to 3 realtors, 2 to 3 mortgage brokers, etc., okay? 2 to 3 title agents, 2 to 3 insurance companies, right? Now, you also have to realize when you're purchasing your first home that when you go to an insurance agency, when you go to the mortgage brokers, they're going to check your credit, okay? They're going to check your credit. They're going to look at the property information. So make sure you have all that intact and make sure you know the rules and laws in your town, because you're definitely going to get a hard inquiry put on your credit report, number one. But then if you do everything within a short period of time, maybe a week, 2 weeks, it won't affect your credit score as much as if you try to do one week and try to do one the next month. If you do them all back to back, they'll consider that as you trying to purchase your first property, so it'll be more lenient. Okay, so understand from my personal experience, besides the fact that I am a realtor in New York City, I am also an investor in various states. You have to understand when dealing with certain realtors, for example, they don't know the side of business that investors deal with. They only know the real estate agency side of the business. Most times they don't even know how to calculate principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. They don't know the calculations for the after repair values, because they don't deal with that side of real estate. So you have to be patient with these people, and sometimes you have to teach them as well, or just go yourself and find a better realtor, find a better mortgage professional, find a better attorney. And when you're dealing with attorneys as well, you want to make sure you're dealing with real estate attorneys, okay? Real estate attorneys, not litigation, not a criminal, real estate attorneys. That's who you want to deal with. And so many conversations I've had with people that said that they've spoken to attorneys about real estate and have been given false information because these people they're not even in that profession. Okay, so be careful and be smart. Okay, the other thing you want to do when dealing with your professional team is you want to keep them in a loop on all things going on. When you first get your real estate property and you get your paperwork, you sign a pre-approval document, you want to send all of that stuff. Not pre-approval. When you sign the offer letter, even the pre-approval document too. You want to send that both over to the attorneys so that they can look over the documentation. Okay, now you could get an attorney on retainer if you have it like that. You could also get an attorney on a flat fee basis just to do the closing of the property. The whole deal is around $399 and up to have that opportunity. So it's so just make sure you have a little lump sum of cash on you. The other thing you want to take into consideration is the other fees that are involved with the purchase of the property. Okay, you got your down payment, you have your closing costs, you have your good faith deposit that would be put in escrow, you have your points to the bank, you have your interest rate, you have your taxes, you have the insurance, as well as the principal. Okay, so you want to get the understanding and clarification of what that is, what that means, and some of you guys who are already real estate agents that are pushing towards the investor side of the business, you'll most likely already know this stuff. And if not, this is why we're here. It's perfectly fine. It's okay. This is what we do here at the Real Estate Confidant. Okay. The other thing is, you want to, if you start seeing red flags when dealing with real estate agents, for example, either you nip it in the bud or you just go with somebody else completely. Okay. There's been too many times where I've seen people waste their time with real estate agents who are pushing an exclusive agreement between them and the client, and they know that they're new. They know that they don't even have enough time in their schedule to allocate to this real estate developer or real estate investor to get them the properties that they're looking for. And it ends up being a situation where the real estate investor is actually sending them the properties, and all they're doing is setting up the times like a secretary. And that's not the position you want to be in. You want to be in a position where the real estate agent is constantly looking at properties, constantly sending you inventory, okay, not sloppy with the work. And some are seasoned, some are not seasoned. Now, there's some individuals in the real estate industry who are seasoned, who know what they're doing from the investor side of things, and there's some who are seasoned that don't know and don't care, because that's not what they focus on in that field. Okay. I mean, like, for example, some people, investors, might be interested in purchasing co-ops or condos, okay, but you still have to know the maintenance fee, or the HOA fee, etc., do the calculations for them before they do it, so they know that you're a professional in this business. Send them the documentation with the calculations, and don't just go off of Zillow. Okay, come on now. An interesting thing I just read in the RealDealMagazine.com, in the RealDeal.com, was OLR. If anybody works in New York, you guys know about OLR. OLR is starting to use a system that's giving the real estate agent more access and control of the actual listing itself. A great opportunity for all realtors out there to push their advertisements. Okay, so you want to definitely do that. You know what? Let's go into advertising as well. So when you're doing your advertisements, you have to be, it's almost like a 24-hour distribution deal, right? 24 hours a day distribution deal. Now, in order to get the best clientele, you have to be available 24/7. I know some of you are like, how is that even possible? I have to sleep. Sleep is the best thing. Some people are saying sleep is for suckers. I can tell you firsthand that you do need your rest, okay? And or else you're going to get sick. Your body's going to break down on you at some point, unless you're taking drugs of some sort that's keeping your body moving constantly, okay? So rest is very important, but being lazy is a problem. So don't be lazy. You can get your little rest. 5 hours is good enough, right? And then you go ahead back to do what you have to do, right? So the most important thing is for you to work on building your marketing opportunities on a 24/7 basis by advertising on as many platforms as you possibly can. Now, a good thing that works for me, even though you may be advertising on your company's website, right? You could also use Craigslist. You could use OLR. You could use HotPads. You could use Zillow, Trulia. Some companies blast your ads out to all the other major companies. So that's actually easier for you. RealTMX does that as well. RealTMX charges a monthly fee for you to do that, but it's definitely an awesome platform for you to use. Some companies have created their own platform to use for advertising, so you use theirs. And then you have Craigslist, but what I think will work the best for individuals is this. And I'm giving you free game, ladies and gentlemen. If you utilize Shopify, go to Shopify.com, right? And I don't even work for Shopify. I don't get paid for this, right? Go to Shopify.com. They are the most connected with the marketing and sales aspect of e-commerce. Now, what are you selling? You're selling real estate, ladies and gentlemen. Ha-ha! Right? And you're selling yourself and you're selling your product. So not only will you have all your ads on OLR and all these other places, you'll create a Spotify account, 14-day free trial, 7-day free trial. It depends on whatever promotion that they're doing at the time. You put your information in, right? Then you connect your pixelation from your Facebook account, not your personal account, but a business account on Facebook, to your Shopify account. What that's going to do is give you the opportunity to advertise to all of Facebook's users that are interested in real estate, right? You do this based on algorithms, okay? So what you could do then is you go ahead, create your website, right? Now they have templates and so on and so forth. You plug things in, etc., etc. Be creative, right? And then what you do is whatever items you have for sale, maybe you have a book out, maybe you are selling real estate in the city, in the town that you're in, houses, buildings, condos, co-ops, brownstones, condots, whatever you're selling, foreclosures. You put those up there on the Shopify website. Now you're giving people the platform to go to reach out to you directly, and you are acting as an individual and not as just another real estate agent or investor in the city. Okay, this is going to single you out. This is going to make you unique. People are going to want to work with you more. Then there's certain aspects that you use under the Facebook ad section that you pay for, but you create an ad from that, from Shopify, to present to the Facebook users. And then there's other things that go on with that allow you to focus on a specific group of individuals who are interested in purchasing properties within a certain price range, or rent for that matter within a certain price range. This is gonna boost you guys up tremendously. Trust and believe. Okay, it may take a little time, but it won't take as much time as it does when you have to put out 300 or 400 advertisements just so you could be on the top of the list of all over 200, maybe 300,000 realtors in the city. Come on now, let's work together. Let's co-broke these things, right? So this is going to give you guys the opportunity to be a part of the top spots. Now the other thing that I want you to do is update your advertisers. Click the update button every 4 or 5 hours, okay? Which means you have to have your phone on you every day, all the time. And then what I want you to do is at night, I want you to go ahead, set your alarm if you're going to go to sleep early. Set your alarm for 11, 12, or 1 o'clock. Wake up, and I want you to click that update button again. And if you could do it at 4 a.m., if you wake up at 4, do it again at 4. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when you do that, it's going to push your advertisements to international waters. I mean India, I mean England, the UK. It's going to go to Australia. You're going to get the opportunity to market overseas. So imagine you push your update to ads. Most of the realtors out here in New York City are sleeping at that time, but you are up because you're a boss. So you're going to click that update button, and then what's going to happen after about 3 or 4 days of you doing this process, you are going to end up receiving phone calls and emails from individuals who are not in the United States that are interested in purchasing properties here or renting properties here because their family is in one place, they're in another place, okay? This is like literally the perfect opportunity for you all to up up your game, okay? Up your game. It's time to up that game. The other thing I want to tell you is don't be afraid to increase the price point that you sell. Even though we focus mostly on a niche group, a niche neighborhood, a niche type of property, you want to give yourself that opportunity to make more money. Go for those $2 or $3 or $4 million properties in your neighborhood. Go for those $14 million, $16, $24 million. If you live in New York, they have $100 million properties that are being sold. You never know. You may end up finding a buyer who's interested in purchasing that $120 million property, or that $850,000 studio on Central Park South. So you have the opportunity to do that, right? You have the opportunity to get that. The other thing is attend events, ladies and gentlemen. Go to events. Go to the Real Deal events. They're having a Real Deal event, I think, at the end of the month or something like that. They're having events all over the world for real estate that you all could go to, okay? Do not spread yourself. Don't spread yourself too vast, but know that knowledge is power, and know that you have the opportunity to change and grow as a newbie real estate professional. Individuals that are new in real estate, that just got their license, you have to put these ads out. This is an awesome opportunity for you as well. Listen, if you need to rewind, go ahead and rewind the video and listen to it again. Write down notes, and you'll be good to go, all right? Really push yourself to that next phase. Some people don't want to do it. Most agents do not want to do it, okay? If you're a real estate investor, you know what you have to do. You have to advertise as well. If you have properties that you're trying to rent out, for example, you have to put the ads out. You have to speak to realtors. You have to push that to the next level. Some people just put for rent signs out the window. That works. And those that are actually trying to sell their property, you can't just go with one realtor. Even though they try to make you exclusive with them in terms of selling the property, you don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to do that. You have the opportunity to have multiple realtors sell that property that you own and get a commission much faster, get your deal closed much faster. It's an opportunity for you all. All right? So this is going to be the show for the day. I'm Mike Raysor, the host of the Real Estate Confidant. Like I said before, sign up for the podcast. It's free. Podcasts are free on Apple iTunes, Anchor.com, Google Play Music. So if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, you can listen to the show. What else? Spotify is another one. All you have to do is click the button, click the listen, and you'll be good to go. Okay. And once again, if you are individuals who are investors, or anyone for that matter, who are trying to better your credit, who are trying to develop your credit, who are trying to work with an amazing company, trust me, zblackcard.com/PTCE. zblackcard.com/PTCE. Okay, and you'll scroll down, you'll click the type of card that you want. That'll be one of these cards. Let me show you real quick. That'll be one of these cards right here. It's a metal card. Debit card, amazing card to have. It gives you opportunities and points just like American Express and these other cards do. It'll give you lifestyle bonuses, gas bonuses, car bonuses to pay for your monthly car note. But the most important thing that's going to be up on the website right now is the Z700 Club. Okay, that's going to help you out with your credit. You're going to have the opportunity to go in, have your credit evaluated, have them send out these letters to basically what you're doing is buffering your credit. Buffer your credit. They're going to tell you what you need to do on your end, and all of this is going to be basically free. And then once all of that's done, they're going to offer you a credit or a loan for up to $25,000. And that's just only one program, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be placed on your credit, and then you'll be able to balance your credit to your debt ratio. And that's what gives you that high credit score or that low credit score. Always remember to stay below the 30% mark. The 30% is the cap, okay? Trust me, it works. I've been with them for a while. I mean, literally, I'm getting everything done, and I'm also getting, what is it called? Gas bonuses and, cash bonuses and so on and so forth, which you'll be able to see in your back office when you all sign up, all right? All right. Once again, that's zblackcard.com/PTCE. The other thing, like I said, if you have questions, you could email me, michaelraysor1@gmail.com. My authored book, the 90-Day Blitz for the Newbie Real Estate Professional, is on Amazon.com under Michael Raysor. That book right now I'm selling for $3, $3.99 or something like that. That's basically shipping. So you could go ahead and grab that up. I'm working on the second part to that book as we speak. All right. So I'll be talking to you all once again. This is Mike Raysor, the host of the Real Estate Confidant, and hope you have a wonderful day.